Right. My voice is audible to you? Okay, all right. Okay, all right. My voice is audible to you, hopefully. Now, without wasting time, here we are going to start with the next chapter. Here you can see 160. Yeah, coordinate geometry. Okay, you can see the name on the board. As you know, this is a revision and doubt session, so whichever whatever comment you have, you doubt you have, any question if you want to understand, then simply comment down below so I can take this directly. Otherwise I am going to take almost all the questions which are difficult to you, I can see, as per my experience. So here you can see coordinate geometry. what what is exactly mean of that? If you are going to think on that, what is a coordinate? Simply, if let me insert the new page. If you observe here, one that room is there. Okay, one what room is there, and in that room, if any specific person is standing here, is standing where? Here. Then if the distance between this corner if is a 5 centimeter, from here it is a 6 centimeter, and from here again it is like a 4 centimeter, or from here it is like again 5 centimeter. Okay, see what I got here. The exact position of that person, correct? See, from the all corner it is a given here like a 6, 4, 5 and 5. So here, that one thing we have to understand. What we have to understand, coordinate means what? A specific location is a given in the form of number. Okay, and that is nothing but what? Coordinate. That is nothing but what? Coordinate. Like this thing here, I can represent like a 5, then 5 and then 4. So this is what? This is what the coordinate geometry. Okay, now that is nothing but what? Coordinate. Okay, simply it means what? Simply a exact location from a different point is nothing but what? The coordinate. You understand? Okay, now here we are going to understand coordinate what? The geometry. Okay, coordinate geometry, it means what? We are going to check number of different shape, different lines, yes, we can say lines and shape. And in that, if we are going to talk about the coordinates, okay, and with the help of that we are going to understand the distance, then section and slope of anything, then that thing is nothing but what? Coordinate geometry. Okay, that's it. So in this chapter we are going to talk about what? Distance formula. Okay, see, a, a length between any two point is nothing but what? Distance. Section, see, if this is a line, if I am going to divide that among so many parts, then the section, that specific part or portion. Okay, so that how to find out that formula, here we are going to observe. And the slope of the line. Now what is the slope of the line? Simply see, this is the line, we can see it is what? It is in increasing form. So that increasing form or decreasing, from here if you are going to observe, then it is what? Increasing. And from here if you are going to talk, then this is decreasing. So that term is nothing but what? Slope. That we can measure that increase and decrease or inclination, then that term is nothing but what? Slope of the line here. Okay, so coordinate geometry. Now what is a coordinate geometry? Here we have seen. Okay, so without wasting time, one by one here we are going to talk simply. What I said in a previous example, if any box is there or any room is there and anybody is standing here like this, then the distance from that point, this point, this point and this point, then that term is nothing but what? The coordinate. So similar thing can happen with what? This graph. Here you can see this is a x, this is a x dash, this is a y and this is a y dash. And if you are going to observe from the x axis and y axis, if any number or any point is specifically mentioned, then that distance we can show what? In the form of coordinate. And with the help of that we can derive so many things like distance, section, then slope and many more. So here are the terms. Okay, so as we know, this is a revision session or doubt session, therefore I am going to explain that in my own way, and directly we are going to apply that formulas. Okay, so here is the formula and how it comes simply. See student, in a graph, if you are going to observe, yes, if you are going to observe, if this is a graph, this is a x-axis then y-axis, then simply the you always have to write x first and then after y. Okay, if x y z, okay, what? X y z, then you always have to write first x then y then z. So first is represented y, the x axis, and second one represent what? Here the y axis. And this is the important thing about the coordinate system. Okay, x is nothing but what? The value on the from the x axis, and y represent what? The value from the y axis, that is a vertical, and this one x y is a horizontal. Okay, so here is the term. What it said? A distance formula. What is a distance formula? Say, see, if you are going to observe, then any 2 points are there. What? Any 2 points are there. Here I have x-axis and second is a y-axis. Here is the point, it represent x y. Okay, another point is there and it says x and y. So now they are same two, but they are at a different point. So I can represent that x as a x1 and y as a y1, x as a x2 and y as a y2. Now here you can observe, this is what? The distance. This is nothing but what now? A distance. So what is the distance formula? Says in a square root. Okay, what it said? In a square root x2 minus x1, see the bigger side. Okay, x2 minus x1 bracket square plus y2 minus y1 bracket square. Okay, what it said? X2 minus x1 and y2 minus y1. So here is the x-axis and here is the y-axis. Correct. So how the distance formula exists here? You have to understand. Okay, as we know in the subtraction, distance is nothing but what? Subtraction between the bigger side minus that smaller point. Correct. So similar thing happen here. So x1 y1, x2 y2, they are representation of two different point in a coordinate, or here the distance. If you want to find out, then simply you have to subtract x2 from x1 from the x2, same thing I have did here, and y1 from y2. Okay, so here is the formula. What is said? That square root of x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square, and that is nothing but what? The distance formula. So many questions are here and we have to solve the questions. Okay, so without wasting time, we are going to directly hit the that exercise 5.1. Okay, here you can see different type of questions are there. Simply we have to use the basic terminologies. So this and here you can see variety of questions, they are what? Similar. So if I am going to explain here the one question, one problem, you have to follow the same method to find out the remaining one, so we can save our time or we can focus on the different questions. So here the first question, what is the question says, find the distance between each of the following pair of point. Okay, simply that first one here I am going to take. If you have a maths 2 book, you can refer it. What it said, that this chapter a 2 comma 3 comma b 4 comma 1. So here is the question, that question says 5.1, practice set 5.1, and the question says here, wait, let me zoom out this so it's visible to you. Yeah, okay. uh, and the first question says that a is point a is 2 comma 3, b for 2 comma 3, and b is a 4 comma 1. B is what? 4 comma 1. Okay, very first thing what I said, whenever we have to solve any question or any problem, at that time first we have to try to visualize it. Okay, simply one point is given here. Okay, so simply that point can be this way, this is a point, this is a b point. First one is what? 2 comma 3, and the second one is a 4 comma 1. Yes student, today we have chat box open, so if you have any question, have any doubt, or if you want answer of any specific question, then simply in the chat box give the question number, page number, or any practice set number, so I can understand that question answer you want. Okay, yes, chalo. uh, Here 2 comma 3 and 4 comma 1, 2 points are there. Okay, we know the distance formula, so simply what we have to find out, uh, the distance, correct. So point a 2 comma 3, I am going to compare this with x1 and y1, so which is equal to what, that x1 is equal to 2 and y1 is equal to 3, correct. And here if point b is there, which is a 4 comma 1, then x2 comma y2, x2 is equal to 4 and y2 is equal to 1. Okay, we know the distance formula. What is the distance formula? Says distance between AB. Yes, we have to find out it. So which is equal to x2 minus x1, that formula we have seen, plus y2 minus y1 square. Wait, square. So here we all have that values, correct. What is the x2 value says? X2 says here, which is a 4, so 4 minus 2 bracket square plus y2 minus y1. What is the y2 value says? 1 minus 3 bracket square, correct. So which is equal to, in the square root, 4 minus 2, which is equal to what? 2 bracket square plus minus 2 bracket square, which is equal to here 4 plus square of minus 2 is also what? Positive 4, so therefore 4 is there, so which is equal to square root of 8. That term I can simplify it as square root of 4 into 2, which is equal to 2 square root of 2, and here is the final answer. Okay, what is the distance between now this point A and point B? Here is the answer. Okay, 2 square root of 2, and this is how you have to solve. Here you can see in the practice set 5.1, so many questions are similar to that, so just check it out, follow the same steps so you can understand or you can solve. Okay, yeah, if you want any questions answer, then simply comment down below. I am waiting here. Okay, all right. We will move forward. Another type. Here you can see, determine the whether the point are collinear. Okay, what is the question says here? We have to determine, we have to find out the the points are what? Collinear. Simply, how can we find out that? Chalo, we will talk on that. Actually, I am waiting for your comment, but nobody is giving anything. Chalo, no issue. Yeah, so here we are going to talk about determine the whether the point are collinear or not. Here the first question I am going to take. What is the question says here? The question says that point A is equal to -1 -3, B is a -2, sorry 2 and -5, and here is the C is equal to -4 and -7. We have to check whether they are collinear or not. If they are collinear, then we have to check or we have to justify this answer. Okay, here we will start. See, we have a question. Correct. What is the question says here? The question says that point A is there, which is a 1 comma -3. B is there, 2 comma -5, and C is there, which is a -4 comma 7. Okay, we have to check whether they are collinear or not. Okay, simply we will try. See, point A is given here. What is the point A says? 1 comma -3. This is how the answer of this question you have to write in the exam. So simply A is equal to -3. So I can write this term as A is equal to, this is a coordinate, x y. Okay, B is equal to 2 comma -5. So B is equal to again x comma y, and C is equal to -4 comma 7, which is equal to C x comma y. You can see they all are coordinate, correct, of a different points, therefore they are different distinct. So I am going to represent set of point A as a x1 y1, set of B as a x2 y2, and the set of C as a x3 y3. Okay, simply very first here we are going to observe first that AB value, okay, then BC value, and after that we are going to talk about AC. Okay, and going to check whether they are collinear or not, simply. Okay, so let's start here. First we will find out D of A comma B. We know the formula. What is the formula says? Yes, x2 minus x1 y2 square plus y2 minus y1 square. So here x2, it means we are trying to find out distance between them. X2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. Okay, yes. Okay, who said that? Yes, Okay, what is a collinear? See, if 3 points are lie on the same point, then we can say they are collinear. It means what? Simply, if this is a straight line and all these 3 points are on the same line, if any line is a passing through that point, then that circumstance known as a, yes, collinear. They are known as collinear. Chalo. So y2 minus y1 square, simply, which is equal to that a square root x2. What is the value of x2 here? Which is a 2, correct? So 2 minus 1 square plus minus 5 minus of minus 3 square. So which is equal to square root of 2 minus 1, which is what? 1 square, plus minus minus plus. Okay, so minus 5 plus 3, which is equal to minus 2, and minus 2 square is what? 4. Okay, 2 square, so which is equal to again square root of 1 square plus 1 square is a 1. Okay, plus 2 square is a 4, so which is equal to square root of 5. What I get? D of AB is equal to square root of 5. Now here we have to understand whether they are what? Collinear. Now what is a collinear? If all 3 points are lying in the same line, then they are collinear. Okay, now let's talk about BC. So D of B comma C, we know the formula, correct? So here if you observe that x2 x3 y2 y3, so who is a bigger? X3 is a bigger, x2 is a smaller. So we are going to subtract x3 minus x2 square plus y3 minus y2 square, so which is equal to that is square root of x3. What is the x3 value? Minus 4, correct, up minus x2 value, which is a 2 square, plus 7 minus of minus 5 square, so which is equal to square root of minus minus plus, so minus 6 square plus 7 minus 5, so minus minus plus 12 square, which is equal to, here you can see 36, and this is a 144. Okay, so which is equal to what? Square root of 180. Now just observe, which is equal to square root of 180. Now observe, square root of 180. Now what is the square root of 180? I can express that term as, see, 36 5s are, and which is nothing but what? It have a square root, 6 square root of 5. Okay, so here D of B comma C, what I get distance? C, 6 square root of 5. Okay, now D of A comma C. Okay, D of what? A comma C, I can observe. Chalo, D of A comma C. Now what is the D of A comma C? We will try to find out. Simply, if you observe that x3 and x1, who is the bigger? X3 is a bigger. So x3 minus x1 square plus y3 minus y1 square, so which is equal to square root of x3. What is the x3 value? It says here minus 4 comma, not a comma, directly minus symbol is there, so minus 1 minus 4, sorry, minus 4 minus 1 square plus 7 minus square root of here minus 3 square. Okay, so which is equal to that square root of minus 4 minus 5 square plus 10 square, which is equal to square root of, this is a 25, this is a 100. Now you can observe this is a 125, and it having 25 5s are 125, so I can express that same term as a 5 square root of 5. Okay, see, we have got here three things. correct. What is the three things says here? D of a comma b, distance of a comma b, which is a 5. D of a comma c, which is what? Which is a 5 square root of 5. And D of bc, which is what? 6 square root of 5. Okay, now here we have to understand how they are the collinear. Now what I said, collinear means what? If any 3 points or more than 3 points or any two points are on the same line, are what? On the same line, then we can say they are what? Collinear. See, if they are on the same line, it means what? If you are going to add two of them, then the answer will be the third one, correct? Then they what? They are collinear. So simply d of, if you are going to observe, AB plus d of AC, the answer will be of d of b comma c. Just observe, 5 plus square root of 5 plus 5 square root of 5. Just observe, 1 is a present here. This is a invisible mathematics. So if I am going to take a common 1 plus square root of 5, then what I will I get here? 5 plus 1 is equal to what? 6 square root of 5. Correct? Yes. Now observe, the addition of these 2 points are what? The third one, and therefore the point A comma B comma C are what? Collinear. Point A comma B comma C are what? The collinear. And hence we prove that. It means what? If any point and the addition of remaining 2 points if not equal to the distance of the third point, then simply they are not a coincident. But here we have proved that addition of the any 2 point, distance between any 2 point is equal to third point. Therefore this is what? The collinear. That's it. Okay, that's it. So that much is that. Hopefully you have understand. If you not understand, I am going to upload this video again with the same recording, so you can revise it or you can check it again. Okay, so let's take the another question. It is very easy one, the practice set 5.1, and the third question. What is the question says here? The question says find the point on the x-axis which is equidistance. Now what is the equidistance? Equidistance means they are what? Equal distance from each other. See, if point A is there, okay, and a point B is there, okay, then simply they are what? Equal distance from the x-axis. Wait, let me show you that on next page so you can understand. See, if this is the y-axis, this is the x-axis, and the question says here they find a point on x-axis which is a equal distance, which is what? Equal distance from point 3 comma 4 minus 3 comma 4 and b 1 comma minus 4. How can you find out it? Simple, correct? Wait, actually I have to match my, okay, very good. Who is that? Divine of love of Krishna. Very good. What it said? I have a doubt on a question number 7 or 8. Yeah, 7 or 8. We will solve it. Okay. First of all, I will solve this question which I have taken. What it said? The point minus 3 comma 4 is there. Okay. So minus 3 comma 4, wait, it is not here. If this is the x-axis, this y-axis, then this will be like a minus 3 comma 4 somewhere here, and a 1 comma minus 4. Where is the 1? Positive 1 is here, and a minus 4 is here. Okay, this line come this way. Okay, what it said? find a point on x axis which is equal distance from point minus 3 comma 4 and 1 comma 4. How can we find out it? Chalo, let's try to find out how you have to visualize that and how you have to solve that. Okay, let's consider here that point C be the x axis which is equal distance from point AB. Here we have seen, correct, point C is there. Point C is there. If this is A, this is a B, then C is another point is there. Okay, so point C lies on a x-axis. So y coordinate of x-axis will be 0. Correct. So point C is equal to, I will take here like a x and 0. Okay. Chalo. Then that AC and BC, according to distance formula, here we are going to observe that square root of x minus 3 square according to distance formula plus 0 comma 4 square. Here is a subtraction symbol. See, I have to match my talking speed with my handwriting. That's why the handwriting was not good, but you have to try to understand. Okay, you can see how fast I'm talking. So x minus x of minus 3, so which is equal to what? I can express that term as that x minus of 1 square, correct, plus 0 of 0 which is a 4 square. Okay, therefore I can write that term as x of minus 3 square plus 0 of minus 4 square is equal to x minus 1 square plus 0 comma minus of minus 4 square. How can I write that? Because this is an equal distance from point A and B, na? That's why. Okay, so if I'm going to square it on both sides, then what will I get here? X plus 3 square plus minus 4 square is equal to x minus 1 square plus 4 square. Okay, so here is the, we all know the formula, correct? What is the formula? Says that x square plus 6x plus 9 plus 16 is equal to x square minus 2x plus 1 plus 16. Here is the 6, correct, 6 is there, so that x and x will get cancelled, and what will I get here? That 6x plus 25 which is equal to minus 2x plus 17. So here is the 6x plus 2x is equal to 17 minus 25. This x goes this side, 25 come this side. Okay, simplification. What I did here? Simplification. So what will I get here? That 6x plus 2x which is equal to what? Which is equal to 8x, and 17 minus 25 is equal to minus 8. So x is equal to what will I get? Minus 8 divided by 8. So x is equal to minus 1. Okay, what I get? X is minus 1. The point on x axis we have already seen what, that A is there, another is a B is there. On a x axis one point I have taken which is what? C point. So if C is a, if it is a lies on x axis, then that is a x point, and y point is what? 0. So this is a equal distance. So that point will be what here? Then minus 1 comma 0. And this is how you have to solve, or we have solved the question answer. Okay, chalo, easy. Now we are going to talk about the question number 7. Someone asked me, Here is the question number 7. Yeah, read it carefully. What it said, if you have a book, you can refer the book also. What is the question says? Show that. Question number 7. Show that, no, find the x if the distance between L of x comma 7 and M of 1 comma 15 is 10. See student, it's very easy and you have to understand it. You have to what? Understand it. Simply, what is the question says? I am going to explain it on the new page. See, two points are there. Okay, one point is what? L, and another point is what? M. That point L have a coordinate x comma 7 and point M have a coordinate 1 comma 15. Okay, see, and the distance between these is given, which is what? 10. Okay, this distance length between these 2 points is what? It says a 10 is there. Okay, so we have to find out it. We have to what? Find out it. What they said, find the value of this. Okay, we know the distance formula, simple. Okay, so this one is represented as a x1 and y1, this one is as a x2 and this one is a y2. Okay, so that L M is equal to what? Simply x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square. It's very easy. I don't know why you have asked. Okay, let it be. So x1 is equal to x, y1 is equal to 7, x2 is equal to 1, y2 is equal to 15. Okay, so that square root of x2 minus x1, x2 is what here? 1, and this is what? X. So here that 1 minus x square plus another one y2 minus y1, which is equal to what? 15 minus 7 bracket square, which is equal to that square root of 1 minus x square plus 15 minus 7. 15 minus 7 is equal to what? Which is equal to sorry, 7 minus 15, correct na? Y2 minus y1 na? That's why. Which is equal to what? Which is equal to, again it here comes 8 square, so which is equal to square root of, and the distance is already given, which is what? Which is a 10. Here come 10, here come 10. Okay, here come 10. So 1 minus x square 8 square. Okay, see, if I have to simplify it, then I have to do one important step. I'm going to square it on both sides. Okay, so on squaring, both side, okay, which is equal to 100, which is equal to 1 minus x square plus 64. See, if this one, if I'm going to take this side, what will I get? 1 minus x minus 1 square is equal to 100 minus 64. So here x minus 1 square, which is equal to 36. So square root of this one is a 6. So x is equal to, what will I get here? Yes, which is equal to plus or minus x, wait, is equal to 6 minus 1, or x is equal to 6 plus 1. So which it can be a number 5 or it can be number 7. Okay, and this is how you have to solve it. So why I have written 36 square root as a plus or minus? Because minus 6 having the square 36 and positive 6 also having a square 36. So if I am going to take this square root, then I must have to write in the both form. Okay, that's why. So by doing a simple simplification, here we have got the answer, and that much easy is the question number 7. Okay, let's talk on the question number 8. What is the question? Says show that a point a 1 comma 2, b 1 comma 6, c 1 plus 2 square root of 3 comma 4 are vertices of a equilateral triangle. Are vertices of what? Equilateral. Now equilateral triangle means what? A triangle who having all sides what? Equal. Correct na? Yes. So I will explain the same question on the different page. Here what I said, equilateral means what? Triangle having all sides are equal. Then if I am going to talk about this point, it is a 1 comma 2, another point b 1 comma 6, and the c point as 1 plus 2 square root of 3 comma 4. See, this one is a x1 y1, this is a x2 y2, and this is a x3 and y3. Okay, so we have to find out whether they point vertices of our equilateral triangle or not. How can we say that the vertices are that they are equilateral triangle? We know the definition. What is the definition says? The definition says if side of all the triangle are what? Equal. It means what? Distance between this point, distance between these 2 points, distance between these 2 points, if it is equal, then it is what? It is a equilateral triangle, the question says. So here we will try to find out the answers. Okay, if side of all sides are equal, then first here we are going to talk about AB. Okay, then here BC. Okay, and then we are going to talk about AC. We all know the distance formula. I am not here going to rewrite that again. Okay, because we know how to apply it, and what is that? X2 minus x1, y2 minus y1, bracket square, and all these terms are what? In the square root. So let's talk about that. Okay, so square root of this one, a point, b point, what will be the x2 here? 1 minus what is the x1, which is also what? 1 here, so bracket square, plus y2 minus y1, so 6 minus 2, so 6 minus 2 square, which is equal to square root of 1 minus 1, which is a 0 square, plus 6 minus 2, which is what? 4 square, so which is equal to what? Square root of 16. So AB is equal to, what will I get here? AB is equal to 4. Okay, now let's check about BC. Now B is what? Here is the B. I will change the color of my pen. Okay, this is what? B, and this one is what? C. BC, so which is equal to what? Here 1 plus 2 square root of 3 minus 1 square plus 4 minus 6 square, which is equal to see that 1 plus, correct, 1 plus 2, 2 square root of 3, what will be the operation? See, that term will get cancelled. Okay, so square of 2 square root of 3, this 2 square root of 3, it go inside, it go become what? 4, and 4 3s are what? See, the here in the this corner I will explain this one. 2 square root of 3 na, when it go in the square root, it go like this one, So 4 3 are what? 12. So therefore square root of 12 bracket square, not a square. Okay, and plus minus 4 minus 4 minus 6, which is equal to what? Minus 2 square. So which is equal to what? Square root of 12 plus 4. Okay, so all these terms are what? In the square root. Therefore 12 plus 4, which is equal to 16, and again BC is equal to also what? The 4. BC also equal to what we get here? 4. Now let's talk about that AC, point A and the point C. So again the same term, same thing here we are going to check. What will get? AC is equal to 1 plus 2 square root of 3 square, not a square, minus 1 bracket square plus 4 minus 2 square. So which is equal to that a square root of this one get cancelled, and you all know what I get? Square root of 2, and this one is also 4. So square root of 16, which is equal to 4. What will I get here? AC is equal to 4. Here student, this thing we have to notice. What we have to notice? AB is the side of this triangle, and which is equal to 4. AC is also side of the triangle, which is also equal to 4, and that BC is also side, and which is also equal to 4. So I can say AB is equal to BC is equal to AC, which is a 4, 4 and 4. They are what? Side. And what is the definition of equilateral triangle? Says if a side of a triangles are equal, this is the equilateral, and here you can see. Okay, therefore you have to write side of triangle is the same, therefore it's equilateral triangle, therefore it is what? Equilateral triangle. And this is how you have to solve. Okay, hopefully you have understand what is the equilateral triangle. Okay, so practice at 5.1 I have taken here. Hopefully you don't have any doubt. Okay, yes, you are welcome. Yes, let's talk about the next term, which is a section formula. Here you can see, correct, section formula. Now what is a section formula? Says here you can see one line is there, which is a not a parallel to x-axis, and section means what? Here we will discuss. Okay, see the coordinate of a point which divide the line segment in some part, then that the portion or portion is nothing but what? Section. Like this one here you can see this is a section. Okay, I will change the color. This is another section. Okay, okay, so here is the term of a section formula. Some more are there, and it is also one more formula we have to understand, that is a midpoint one. Okay, so two formulas here we have to understand, we have to remember. See, if any line is divided among two equal parts, sorry, not a equal, in any two or more than two part, okay, then at that time we can apply the section formula there. Okay, simply how? Here is the line. If this is divided in some part, okay, then this and this is one section, this is another section. So based on that, here we have one formula to remember. The formula says here that I will explain that here. M x2 plus n x1 and m y1 y2 plus n y2. Okay, what it said, that section formula, m x2 plus n x1 upon m plus n, another bracket, m y2 plus n y1 upon m plus n. That is nothing but what, section formula. And today here we are going to use this one more important formula is there. Here you can see midpoint formula. The formula says x1 plus x2 by 2 and y1 plus y2 divided by 2. That is a midpoint formula. And few more formulas are there, like a centroid. Now what is a centroid, we will explain. And different properties, different cases are given here. So page number 112, all these formulas are given here. Just go through that, try to understand, try to remember. If not remember, just recite it maximum time. Do a writing practice of that so you can remember that. Okay, see, we have now the practice set 5.2. From in a practice set 5.2, if you have any doubt, just comment down below so I can take directly that. Otherwise I will take few one and I will move forward. Not okay. Student, you have to ask me. If you have doubt, comment down below. Comment down below the question number so I can take directly that. How will I come to know if you are not going to talk anything in the chat box? Okay, number 11 and number 12. Yes, very good. Number 11 and the number 12. Okay, let's read it first and then after. Okay, let's visualize that first. What is the number 11 says? See, the number 11 says that point A is there, correct? Point A is there, which is a minus 14 minus 10. Okay, it means what, it is in the third quadrant. And B is there 6 comma minus 2, it means it is in the fourth quadrant. Is a given, find the coordinate of the given point which divide a segment AB into 4 equal part. Okay, which divide what, the segment in how many part, 4 equal part. That's it. New page, and here I will explain it. See, number line is there, or correct, yes, point A, this is the point B. The coordinates they have already given, what it says, correct. Okay, A is equal to minus 14, B is equal to minus 10, B is equal to B is equal to 6, and this one is equal to minus 2. Okay, B is equal to what, minus 2. Okay, let's talk. See, what is the question says, it is a divided in how many equal parts, 4 equal part. It means what, this one and this one, first part, second part, third part and fourth part, all are what, all are equal, correct. So if I am going to take this one as a P, this is a q and this is r, then q is a midpoint. Correct? Q is what? Midpoint. So I can take that point q is the point q is a midpoint. Point q is what? Midpoint of segment of AB. Therefore that midpoint q is equal to x1 x2, x1 plus x2 divided by 2. Correct? So what is that? Minus 14 plus 6. Correct? x1 and this one is a x2 divided by 2, which is equal to what? Which is equal to minus 8 upon 2, which is equal to minus 4. Correct? And this is a x, about x axis. Now let's talk about y point of a coordinate of point q. How can I write that? y1 plus y2 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 10 minus 2 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 12, which is equal to 2 minus 6. So what I get? Q is equal to minus 4 and minus 6. Okay, minus 4 and minus 4 and minus 6. Hopefully you have understand. Okay, q is equal to what? Here I get minus 4 comma minus 6. Now just observe, from a and q, p is the midpoint, na? Yes. So to know the point p, x axis, I will write here x1 plus x2 divided by 2, which is equal to what? Simply minus 14 plus of minus 4 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 18 divided by 2, which is equal to minus 9. Okay, and p point y value is equal to y1 plus y2 divided by 2. What is the y1 value? Says here minus 10 minus 6. So minus 10 minus of minus 6 divided by 2, which is equal to, see, minus minus plus, so plus 6 minus 10, which is equal to minus 4 divided by 2, which is equal to what? Minus 2. So p is equal to, the points are what? Point says here minus 9 comma minus 2. Okay, minus no, boys, here I have did a mistake, which is equal to 16. So the answer will be minus 8 and here it will be minus 8. Okay, that's very good. So if this is and this one is the same, then we can say the distance between them is similar, and therefore they are what? They are divided in how many part? 2 equal part. That's it. Okay, chalo, we will talk about question number 12 immediate after that. Question number 12 is there. A 20, 10, B 0, 20 are given. Find the coordinate of the point which divide the line segment in AB into 5 congruent parts. Into a 5 congruent part. A is equal to 20 and 10 is equal to 5. So how can we prove that? Simple steps. It is also similar to the previous question. Okay, what it said? Simply it says one straight line is there, correct, and a few points are given here. A is equal to 20 comma 10, B is equal to 0 comma 20. It means what? This is a, this is a B. It divided among how many parts? 5 equal parts. 1 2 3 4 and parts. Okay, then we have to find out. See, if you observe, if it is a equal part, correct, it is a equal part, then I can take this point as a P, then this is a Q, then this is a R, and this one is a S. 20 comma 10, 0 comma 20. Okay, let's try to solve. Okay, that p I will take as a x1 y1 x2 y2 x3 y3, and this one as a x4 y4. Okay, x4 y4. Just observe that p x1 y1 q x2 y2 r x3 y3 and s x4 comma y4 be the point which divide the given line in 5 equal part. Therefore I can say that AP not a B, AP upon PB, AP upon this point PB is equal to AP is the AP, but a BP I can write as a PQ plus QR plus RS. So here they are what divided in equal part. It means what, that if AP is AP, same distance that PQ, QR and R is given. Okay, therefore they are what, 4 times of AP. AP get cancelled, so I will get here that AP upon PB is equal to 1 upon 4. Okay, so simply that x1 value of this is equal to what, 1 into 0 plus 4 into 20 divided by 1 plus 4. Okay, which is equal to what, simply the answer will be 16. 1 into 0 0, 4 to the 80, 80 divided by 5, so 16 5 is 20. Okay, and y1 is equal to what will I is equal to 1 into 20 plus 4 into 10 divided by 1 plus 4. What will I get here? 1 into 20 20, 20 plus 4 into 10 40, so 40 divided by 5 divided 60, 60 divided by 1 plus 4 5, so 12 4 za. So what will I get here? I get here x comma y is equal to 16 comma 12. Okay, similarly the same thing I have also used here. PQ upon QB is equal to PQ upon QR plus RS plus SB. You can refer the this line here or segment here. So here you can see that PQ upon QR that much times, so PQ plus PQ plus PQ, which is equal to what, PQ upon 3 times of PQ, which is equal to 1 upon 3, and the similar step here I also use, and in the remaining term also we have to use the same term, and you will get the answer here. That's it. So same steps you have to refer. That's it. Okay. Same steps. Okay, first what we have to compare this, then PQ, similarly QR to RB, so I will get 1 is to 2, then 1 is to 1, and the same one. So repeat that step, you will get the idea, you will get the distance or coordinates, you can say. Okay, so student, today here we are going to stop. Hopefully you don't have any doubt. In the next lecture I am going to talk about the few more terms from the same chapter. Okay, one by one here we are going to take a doubt session and revision sessions. That's it. So today is enough. We are going to finish it up. I'm going to wind up this lecture. Thank you. Be on the time tomorrow also. Okay, bye.